Module 2, SQL Programming. Overview of SQL Programming. SQL, Structured Query Language, is a powerful and widely used programming language for managing relational databases. It provides a rich set of operations for querying, updating, and managing data in a relational database management system, RDBMS. Here's an overview of SQL programming. 1. SQL statements. SQL is based on a set of statements that are used to perform various operations on a database. Common SQL statements include select, insert, update, delete, create, alter, and drop, among others. These statements are used to retrieve data, insert new data, update existing data, delete data, create database objects, modify database objects, and drop database objects, respectively. 2. Data Definition Language, DDL. DDL statements in SQL are used to define and manage the structure of a database. Examples of DDL statements include create, alter, and drop statements. Create statements are used to create database objects such as tables, indexes, views, and constraints. Alter statements are used to modify the structure of existing database objects. Drop statements are used to delete database objects. 3. Data Manipulation Language, DML. DML statements in SQL are used to manipulate data stored in a database. Examples of DML statements include select, insert, update, and delete statements. Select statements are used to retrieve data from one or more tables. Insert statements are used to add new data to a table. Update statements are used to modify existing data in a table. Delete statements are used to remove data from a table. 4. Data Control Language, DCL. DCL statements in SQL are used to manage user permissions and access control to a database. Examples of DCL statements include grant, revoke, and deny statements. Grant statements are used to give permissions to users or roles to perform certain operations on database objects. Revoke statements are used to revoke permissions previously granted. Deny statements are used to explicitly deny permissions to users or roles. 5. Querying and filtering data. SQL provides powerful capabilities for querying and filtering data from a database. Select statements are used to retrieve data from one or more tables, and they can be combined with various clauses such as where, order by, group by, having, and join to filter, sort, aggregate, and join data. 6. Joins. Joins are used to combine data from two or more tables based on related columns. SQL supports various types of joins, such as inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join, which allow for combining data from different tables based on specified conditions. 7. Transactions and concurrency. SQL supports transactions, which are used to group multiple SQL statements into a single unit of work that can be either committed or rolled back as a whole. Transactions help to ensure data consistency and integrity in multi-user environments where concurrent access to a database is possible. 8. Views. Views are virtual tables that are defined by SQL queries and can be used to simplify complex queries, encapsulate logic, and provide an additional layer of abstraction in the database. Views can be queried like regular tables and can also be used to restrict access to certain data. 9. Stored procedures, triggers, and functions. SQL supports stored procedures, triggers, and functions, which are database objects that allow for encapsulating business logic and processing data within the database itself. Stored procedures are precompiled SQL statements that can be executed on demand. Triggers are automatically executed in response to specific events or actions, and functions return a value based on input parameters. 10. Data integrity and constraints. SQL allows for defining data integrity constraints on tables, such as primary keys, foreign keys, unique constraints, and check constraints, which help to ensure data consistency and integrity in the database. In summary, SQL is a powerful and versatile programming language for managing relational databases.